Good afternoon. I'm getting a lot of questions about this bag, so I'm going to try and address some now. The size of the bag really is whatever size you want. I forgot to put on my tatting lace, so I've literally just cut pieces off of a big piece of tatting, which is here. I just cherry picked the little designs. All right, I just took those off and I've splattered them around. I haven't done any sewing yet. I've been proper lazy, but never mind. Yeah, you make the bag your size. Mine is, hold on, mine is approximately 12 inches wide. Oh, I told somebody 11. It's not 11 inches tall. It's 8.5 inches tall. I'm literally making mine to the size of the two things that I want to store in it, which are some specialist equipment. It's the what's it called? Needle lace tatting needles. That makes sense. And the other thing that I will show you in a separate video once we've made this bag. I just want to keep them in a special bag because this room is a disaster zone most of the time, and I want to be able to find them. So this is the only reason I'm making this, and it's a nice stitch along. I thought everybody would want to join in. Right, so yeah, so that's the size. I know somebody asked about the question of the size. Now the hexies, they are 1 inch hexies. I'm pretty sure they ended up, yeah. So, and the way you measure a hexagon, let me get you down a little bit lower. Okay, if you do them the folded method, I cut a 3.5 inch circle. Stay there, camera. Okay, yeah, I cut a 3.5 inch circle and I folded it like you do for a folded hexagon. If you do them the paper method, this is the way you measure a hexagon. You go to the side and that now becomes what you call a 1 inch hexagon. Okay, so if you're doing paper templates, you need a 1 inch hexagon paper template if you're doing it the normal way to do hexagons, and then you would wrap your fabric round and make a hexagon. If you're doing it the folded method, you need a 3.5 inch circle, which when you fold it all in, we've done these before, so when you fold it all in, it still makes a 1 inch hexagon. I hope that makes sense. These bigger puffs again were 3.5 inch circles, which I have tightly stitched. Well, some are tight and some are not. Some are a bit looser. If you look in the comments on the second video that I did, Fiona, you did a fantastic explanation on how you get your hexes so tight in the middle, and that was 3mm stitches and a nylon thread, I think it was, and then pull tight, really tight, and then give them a good squish and a press, I think you said. But anyway, have a look under that video. She explains exactly how she makes them, because I did ask her in that video to tell us how she did it because they were awesome. Yeah, so these ones are 3.5 inch circles. I don't know what size, obviously Fiona did hers. These ones with the bees on, I literally cut, I don't know what size circles they were. Oops, sorry, I've been painting, my hands are a mess. These ended up as 1 inch circles, so I guess you could say it was roughly a 2 inch, sorry, they ended up as 1 inch puff, so I guess you could say that's a 2 inch circle. Just play around with it, okay? There are no rules to this. This is literally, you do what you need your bag for, make it to that size and to your requirements. So yeah, just to update, as I say, I've put on my needle tatting lace, which I've cut up from an old doily, and I've also decided to put fusible interfacing, god dear, words today. So I've put interfacing on the back because this is a very fine cotton. It could well be vintage as well, so I've thought it might need a little bit of support when I start doing, I'm not going to do tons of embroidery, but when I start doing it on there, I don't want it to go all puckered, you know. So yeah, so I've put a it's a stitch in interfacing. I don't know what weight it was actually. Let me see. I think one of them's got the blue bit on. Let me just pop that there. Hold on. M12, whatever that. It's a Visaline. Let me turn it around the right way. As I say, it's a stitch in one. I don't know if you can read that blue. Visaline M12. Yeah, it's one that I've got that isn't fusible. I've had to use 505 spray, which is a quilting spray, to get it to stick to the cotton, if that makes sense. I can't think that there was any other. Oh, yes, Martha, you wanted to know how we're going to construct the bag, right? So, right, this is upside down. Let me turn this round. The reason I have left a nice gap at the bottom, is that round the right way? Yeah. I've left a good 2 inches, okay, from the bottom of my bag to my first bit of decoration. Reason is we're going to do, well, I am going to do a 1-inch boxed bottom. And what that means is, have I got a bag here with it? Hold on. Right, yeah, I have. Right, so it's this gel printed one. A box bottom is literally this, okay? You end up with a square bottom, or you will end up with a square bottom to your bag. Okay, they are called boxed bottoms. All right, and that's all it is. I'm going to show you how to do all this. All right, so don't worry, but you do need to make sure, because if you imagine you had that puff here, it would end up on the base of your bag, and that's why I've left a good 2-inch gap there, so that puff doesn't end up on the bottom, and it's not kind of going to be half around on the bottom. It'll look messy. So try and keep a good, as I say, I'm doing a 1 inch. You don't have to do that. You can just stitch it together, okay? You do not have to do a box bottom. They're just slightly roomier bags if you do them with that. Right, okay, so construction wise, we will be cutting our 1-inch squares out of here to make our box bottom, okay, and then the side seams, we're going to very simply stitch them straight up, okay? There's going to be no fanciness. It's just going to be what I call a classic bag construction, really. And again, at the top, I think I left, yeah, it's a good inch, because we're going to be putting a zip in. To me, it's just a normal way to put a zip in, really. The only slight difference is that it's going to be hanging over the ends, like on this bag. I'm not going to be using a lace zip, so don't get confused, all right? But my zip is not going to be inside. It's going to be hanging out the edges, because when you do them like that, they open really wide. Okay, you can get right in there. And I'm going to take you through how you have to leave that. When you stitch your zip in, you don't go right to the end. I'm going to take you all through this, okay? So please don't panic. But that is how, I mean, basically it's going to be constructed like this, but it's going to have a box bottom. This one doesn't have a box bottom. All right, so again, if you want to, when you come to doing your lining pieces, you decide if you want pockets. I don't know. I'm not going to put pockets in mine. I don't need pockets in mine, not for what I'm going to be storing. But the zip method I'm going to do, as I say, is the one where it doesn't attach all the way, because then the bag flops really open. And I'm hoping with a box bottom on the one I'm going to make, it will stand on its own like that, really wide, okay, so I can get in and I can put stuff in easily, okay. I think that was all the questions. I'm just trying to think now. Yeah, so it's just going to be a box bottom here, straight up and down with the sides, and I'll take you through putting in the zip. I don't know what other construction you needed, Martha, so you just have to message me, my love, and I'll walk you through it if that's not enough of explanation. But as I say, just leave that space there if you are going to be doing a boxed bottom bag with me. Alright, so that's how I've laid my lace on both pieces. Just bits and pieces here and there. Just kind of, you know, however you fancy it, really. And your layout, do what you like. I know what I did mean to show you. Hang on, I'll pause you for a sec. Right, sorry, just going back to sizes and things. I mean, these are giant puffs, okay? So you could just have one of those and then surround it with little ones or little hexagons or whatever you want, really. So, yeah, I mean, you could literally, I mean, obviously not in these colours, but you could lay out 3 of these. You could turn your puffs up that way. It's completely up to you, and then just, you know, intersperse a couple of other ones. Yeah, sky's the limit. It really is your choice, and I think that's it, really. I can't think of anything else to add. Please keep on putting questions in if if you are still a bit confused about what we're doing. It very much is free form. It is down to you what you want. Okay, so this is kind of what I'm doing. Oh, hello, where's my pin gone? I'm just, yeah, doing this to the size I want. Simple as. Any questions, please put it below, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.